Hello everybody and welcome back to, finally, another episode of my survival Minecraft single player series. There's a friend behind me. He is on my roof. I'm not sure why. I'm in the pond. This is fine. But I figured oh my gosh. I figured we'd start right over here so we can say hi to him, because he has managed to clamber up there with one of his llamas. This one is free for the taking. I'm gonna have to see if I have any leads inside, but first, let me just... Hey, ignore my cat in the background. He's a little bit needy right now. I want to see if you have traits. Can you come down here? You have nothing interesting. I mean, rooted dirt is kind of cool, but... Anyways, after that distraction, welcome back. I know, it's been a while again. I've had school and work and, you know, all of the usual excuses for missing out. I like looking out at my tree. It's very nice. So, last episode, we did some exciting stuff. We defeated the Ender Dragon, which honestly, I was not expecting to do that this early in to this series. I'm very impressed about that. Obviously, we have elytra now. We've got all sorts of shulker boxes, which will be very useful. I'm definitely going to organize those properly at some point. But for now, honestly, I'm kind of going to ignore this stuff. Normally, by the time, like, as soon as I got an elytra, I would be flying all over the place. I'd be having a great time. I would never take it off. But the thing is we live in a forest, and it's really inconvenient to fly around a tiny little forest. So I don't really have the desire to actually use my elytra yet. So I think I'm pretty much going to try and reserve my elytra solely for exploring, or once we have further distances that we need to go regularly, then I'll probably use it more often. But currently, I don't need it. I'm just in one little area. I don't need to fly anywhere, so it's fine. Now, as for what we're doing today, to be honest, I don't have much of a plan. I just decided, you know what, I want to record again. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna set everything up, and we're kind of just gonna see what happens. One thing that I have done off camera, besides downloading Optifine, is I have made a cobblestone generator. It's extremely basic, which is why I didn't bother saving it for on camera. But as you can see, it's literally just water and lava over top of some hoppers. And as soon as you break these, boom, makes more cobblestone. So I've been in here just a couple times over the last couple days, just farming some cobblestone. Because I realized I don't actually mine enough cobble down in the mines. I tend to use my silk touch pick when I'm actually mining because of ores and stuff. And so because of that, I don't have enough cobble, and cobble is legitimately really, really useful to have. So I've been stocking up on cobble, and there is one very specific thing that I am planning to use this cobble for, along with, you know, detailing like I've got going on around here. There is a big project that I believe I have hinted at already, but I have not really actually thought about how to start it. But I think today I might lay out the blueprints. And these blueprints are for a castle. I have never built a castle before in Minecraft. I have never built anything particularly large in Minecraft before. I should really clear out my inventory here. But I really, really want to build a castle. And if you remember from my first episode, I believe I mentioned right before I found this dark oak forest, there were the mountains that I came across when I came out of the ocean, just over there, the big snowy mountains, and I saw them and I went, that would be an amazing place for a castle or a wizard's tower or something of that sort. And so that's always been a plan in the back of my mind, is to, at some point, build a castle up there. So down here in the forest is basically, it's the village, it's just kind of, it's the ordinary people living down here in the village in the forest. And then you go up to the mountains, and that's where the castle is. That's where kind of, there's definitely going to be a wizard's tower of some sort, whether it's part of the castle or just near the castle in the mountains somewhere else. It is almost nighttime, right? Yes, okay. I want to build a castle. So today I think I'm gonna put down just a rough outline. I'm not gonna build anything yet, but I just want to give myself an idea of how big I want it to be. And then once I have something laid out in cobble, then I can start thinking about what it's actually gonna look like. Because building like in a mountain, it's not a flat surface. It's gonna be on the cliff sides, it's gonna be kind of up and down and all over the place. So I need to kind of get a layout in my head, and then I can do more with it. So let's head over there and see what we can figure out. I am definitely, as soon as I start properly building up here, I'm definitely gonna be building a proper pathway, or one thing we might actually do near the end of this episode is starting a sugarcane and creeper farm, because that way I can make rockets and I can actually use my elytra to get myself out here. So here we're just on the edges of the mountains here. We need to find the best spot. I do have my render distance down quite low to reduce lag, so I might have to turn it up a bit just to get a proper lay of the land. Oh, look, floating rock. Let me turn that up 1 second. Okay. It's loading in slowly. So I think, yeah, this is the edge of the mountains. This is the less pretty part of it, I believe. Although this honestly, this is ugly, but it has good potential for a tower to be put here, specifically because it is ugly and open and could be covered up. So this is an option, but I'm gonna go around to the other side. So theoretically, like, this could be where a wizard tower goes. I would definitely do something about that because I do not like that. But theoretically, could be a good place for a wizard tower. Now over here, I believe, as long as I don't fall down. Okay, see here, oh gosh. Here you get some interesting land formations. So the mountains go a little bit lower over here, but you have these jutting out sections, which I was looking at. I didn't even finish eating before I fell. There we go. You have these jutting out sections. You've got like a little bit of I think there's a bit of a bowl over there that I want to go check out. And right here, actually, this is precarious. I came at this at the wrong angle. I'm tough. Yeah. Feather falling. Right over here, I believe, is a waterfall. Yeah, see here, there's some really, again, all these kind of jutting out overhangs of these cliffs I really, really like. I'm really intrigued by. I love these natural formations. And you have this waterfall coming down into here. You lose the snow, but that's, I want something up there, I think, and something over there. And then this becomes part of the castle area, because I think this area is gorgeous and I would love to utilize the natural generation, because I mean, it's less work for me not having to do any terraforming and whatnot, but it's gorgeous. I mean, there's llamas here just hanging out, but you got a waterfall, you got this lovely little river in between these tall mountains. Obviously, I would clean it up a bit, like these awkward little jutting out bits of stone and whatnot, and I would add a lot more to the waterfalls. But I mean, even right here, I probably wouldn't change the shape of the waterfalls, but I could put a building right here. I could put the entrance to some grand hall inside the mountain right behind the waterfalls. And I think that would be really, really cool. And then, yeah, so these mountains are very cliff heavy. I think when I first came here, I thought that it was more of like a nice long mountain range, but it's more like, oh, this is not a pleasant side of the mountains to navigate. It's more like some big cliffs and then a lot of lowlands around it, which honestly, from a lore perspective, ooh, okay, big river here. From a lore perspective, from like, okay, if you're building a castle, particularly if there's a wizard's tower, I mean, being on top of these cliffs is really good defense, and I am good proof of that right now because I cannot climb these cliffs. So just from a, like, if we're talking literally here, logistically, also I'm fascinated by this cave, just imagine looking up and seeing ramparts and not being able to get them. Like, that's great defense from enemies. And so I'm kind of picturing, like, this is almost the edge of the kingdom, and then on the other side, the side it's more easily accessible from, is the kingdom. It's got the village, whereas this side is kind of the wall, where the castle just protects. And then there's this cave, which could be like a mine entrance. I feel like I could just use that natural shape, make it into a mine. That could be cool. You know what? I should have brought signs to mark for myself all these thoughts I'm having. Oh well, that's why I'm recording, so I can think about these things. I hope you guys find this interesting, me just kind of talking through my thought process. Because again, I didn't really have a plan for this video. I just wanted to look around and see what inspiration comes to mind. And I think talking it through to you guys, with you guys, is kind of giving me ideas. So because this snowy mountain section is relatively small, again, it's not a full mountain range, it's just some cliffs and a couple snowy peaks. I feel like I can utilize these smaller peaks so I can have smaller sections, even if there's, you know, you've got the palace itself, you've got the wizard's tower, and then you've kind of got I'm sure there's a proper term for it, but essentially the village where the people who work at the castle live, you know, the higher ups or the servants and whatever. So you've kind of got the village around, like directly around the castle. Okay, so up here, like, yeah, we've got a decent sized area, and then we've got our cliffs with our waterfalls basically right below us. So I do think up here is the best place to have our actual castle, our firmaments. It's flat enough that we won't actually have to change too much, which is very, very convenient. So I'm gonna start laying out some rough plans here. Sit tight, relax, and I'll come back to you once I've got a bit of a layout. Okay, so I've got a whoops, don't need that. I've got a rough blueprint laid out, and I'm actually quite happy with it so far. As you can see, I have been chopping down some trees here just so I can see things a bit clearer. Whoops, I missed some wood. And I will be removing all the trees just so I can build, and then I am planning on doing custom trees on the outside of the castle because I want to keep this snowy spruce forest feel. So like out here, I'm gonna have some big spruce trees, even leaves like crawling up the castle essentially. So let me go over the outline and just the thoughts I have of it. It's really not much to look at currently, but I promise it will eventually turn into something beautiful. So obviously we have our giant tower. The tower is really going to be the focal piece of it. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be taller than the castle and lower than the castle. It's going to be big. because obviously it will go into the ground and just kind of be buried, and then it will reach above the castle as well. The castle itself will be multiple stories. I don't know how many yet. I will kind of have to decide based on how the building of it goes. So here I've got the beginning of the path. This will be the staircase. It is not centered. I will center it, and this might shift anyways because I didn't count the number of blocks, and I want it to be, I forget if I want it to be odd or even. I don't remember what's best in Minecraft. I'll figure it out. Anyways, this will be the entrance, and right here, it kind of just in a nice little rectangle, we will have the entrance hall. So, you know, it's where people come in. It'll be grand. It will probably have a very tall ceiling, and you'll come in. There'll probably be some smaller rooms off to the side, whether most likely that side, because that side has a bit more space. And over here, yeah, you'll start to get the hallways. You'll start to get the smaller rooms. You'll be able to go over here to get into the tower. And then it kind of goes back. I don't have all the interior marked out yet. That'll kind of come naturally, I feel. But yeah, there'll be an entrance hall of some sort here. Most likely a grand staircase, probably somewhere around here. Then we go into the back half of the castle. And again, this will be multiple stories. So it seems kind of small, but it will be bigger. And I will likely expand it. And there will be multiple other smaller buildings that will technically be part of the castle too. Here we've got just a nice little area. This will probably be like a strategy room, I want to say, a map room. It's going to have a balcony out on this side. You can kind of, I just left it natural here, but this will probably become a balcony, and you can see it overlooks the waterfalls. So I'm going to utilize this kind of natural shape here and build a balcony, and again, it'll probably be the map room, or maybe like a kitchen or something. I don't know yet. Interiors will kind of come later. I might even draw this out like on physical paper so I can figure it out. So these outer areas are obviously going to be outer areas, little courtyards, whatnot. That might change, like, you know, maybe I need a kitchen on the lower level and I'll put a kitchen here. We'll kind of see how it goes. But my rough plan is, again, these will be doors back here. This will be an enclosed courtyard, so there will be a low wall around here, and it'll probably be like not grass. It'll be stone. Just a nice little place to look out over the kingdom. And it's getting dark again. And then over here, the main goal of having this open and it being kind of a porch courtyard area is you can then walk over here and there will be a bridge. I am excited about this bridge. I hate building bridges, but I'll learn. And it's going to be a bridge that's going to connect these two islands, and there's going to be a little something here. Again, I still don't know what I'm going to do about that horrible cliff face. I really don't know. If anyone has suggestions on what I can do to make that look less ugly, please let me know. If I literally just have to terraform, then I just have to terraform. It is what it is. I'll just get a lot of dirt and just kind of make it look less bad. But for now, I gotta work with what I got. So I'm gonna build a bridge over to that little island there. And that's gonna be like, I don't know. It's just a smaller castle, a smaller tower. Maybe it's like a princess lives over there and she wants to be separate from everyone else. I don't know. I'm letting, that's kind of my goal for this, for my builds for the series, is I'm just gonna build and I'm gonna let the land shape the lore, if that makes sense. I'm not forcing lore upon the land. But again, I just, like, when I first came to this area, I saw the mountains and was like, there needs to be a castle there. There we go. The land told me what was meant to go there. And then I saw the forest. I knew that had to be, like, a village. So yeah, that's the basic layout I'm going for. So now that I have that in my mind, I'm gonna be able to kind of go off and do some thinking in my own time, some drawing, some researching, because I don't know how to build castles. I can barely build houses. I'm gonna have to think hard. However, I did mention this a couple times already. We need a creeper farm and a sugarcane farm because that's a really annoying walk to make every single time, and I'm gonna want to be able to fly up there with rockets. So I need creepers and I need sugarcane. Now, I have made a sugarcane farm once before, and it was on just a private server with my friends, and I used Impulse SV's sugarcane farm tutorial. But the thing is that sugarcane farm makes a massive amount of sugarcane. Like, I could not keep up with the amount of sugarcane. But it is module based. So I might look it up again and then just make a single module and just use that and not worry about having an insane amount of sugarcane, but just having enough for me, because I'm just one person and I'm really not going to be flying like all over the place. I'm just going to be flying to the castle and back. So I'm going to go look up the tutorial, I'm going to get some ideas, and then I'll come back to you once I start building it. I think I'm just going to pop it like in my mine for now. I know that's boring and I could put it somewhere where I could build a building for it, but I just don't want to. If I'm being honest, I just don't feel like it, so I might as well pop it just in the side of my mine here. All right, I think we can start building. So we need dirt. We need it 8 blocks long. I'm gonna bump it off of here for now. So 1, boop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1 block gap, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am building it slightly up off the ground just because you have to put something underneath next, like so. Again, I will be putting the tutorial in the description below because I've used it before and I really like it. And Tango is a fantastic creator, so you should definitely check him out. Okay, now it looks like, let's see. Oh dear, okay. My inventory is gonna get real full here. Looks like we need a stair here. Now we need water. Water, 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 water. Let me go grab some water from the pond because we need to waterlog everything down there so that the sugarcane can actually grow. Speaking of sugarcane growing, none of it has grown yet. All right, that's fine. No! Oh, no! It ruined the water. Why do you do this to me? Why? I think it's that spot right there. No. Oh, this is the worst. I hate... Help. Help. Okay, it's right. It's you. But you're not... I've broken it. Oh, no. Why do you do this to me? Thank you. Okay, well, 3 is enough. I'm just gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore that I broke my pond. It's fine. Everything's fine. Now I need to put slabs on top of the water. So, like, so. So all of this is waterlogged now, but I believe this is to prevent the sugarcane from falling into the water? Question mark. I don't know how this works. We'll figure it out as we go. Pistons, pistons, pistons. These need to be over 1, up 2. So that means they need to be up here. Wait. I gotta strategize, because you have to place them. How do you place them facing the right way? You can tell how much. Let me just test. Oh, okay, so I might as well do it from on top of there. Okay. Bear with me here. I don't do redstone. So now we go boop, 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 boop. Observer time. So, first observer, we want it. Nope. Wait, nope. Okay, placing observers. How? This? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, no, no, that's not right. Help. Let me just fill you in. There we go. All right. Successfully placed a single observer. I need to place 3 more. Oh, dear. Now, if I was trying to make this pretty, I would do it just like Tango does, where he actually uses glass, and it looks really, really nice. I'm also gonna put another torch up here, but I'm not going for pretty yet. I will likely try to make it prettier in the future. Currently, I'm just trying to make it functional. So these iron bars make it so that the sugarcane, when it's pushed by the piston here, just bounces off and falls into the water stream that will be here once we have sugarcane to fill this. All right, I've harvested the rest of my sugarcane that I put over there, and I believe now we have enough to complete the farm. So let's hop up here and boop, 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 boop. Beautiful. +2 extra. And now we can put the water in. It's gonna flow. Now I just have to wait for it to grow to make sure that it actually goes in the hopper like it's supposed to. All right. And it went in. Okay, so yep, it's working. I have successfully created a sugarcane farm, which I will definitely be AFKing by and farming cobblestone by, so we can get that going. Again, thank you very much to Tango Tech for designing this farm. Again, it will be in the description. Highly recommend checking out the video and checking out his channel, especially if you want to learn more about technical redstone stuff. He makes some absolutely crazy farms, some crazy contraptions. Definitely check him out. Editor Gwyn here. Unfortunately, I lost the last couple minutes of my recording due to some issues with Java that I am trying to fix. But yes, I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I will have another video up shortly, relatively speaking. And if you enjoyed the video, I would love it if you could leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you liked about the video. It really helps the channel out, and I really like seeing when people say hi. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye!